Welcome back to Bear Download on ChicagoTribune.com. I'm Dan Wiederer, joined by Rich Campbell for our Yuletide edition of Bear Download.
How about that? You decorated the whole thing now, didn't you?
Got the whole thing up, ready for today's show, and a lot of news out here today at House Hall, depending on how you define news. We learned today that Jay Cutler made it through practice, will start Sunday at Cleveland. The only news that would have really been breaking out here today is had Jay Cutler suffered any sort of setback in that left ankle, but he didn't. He will start, and so while all the national attention and debate centers around whether he's a more worthy starter than Josh McCown, the plan here has been straightforward all along. Mark Trestman stated it on November 11th, the day after Jay Cutler was hurt. He would be your starter when he was healthy. He's healthy. He will play in Cleveland.
Yeah, this is a smart move by the Bears organization to not really make this a choice at all. And by doing this, they stand behind their franchise quarterback, a guy who Mark Trestman has said has a unique skill set. And I think we can both agree that if they were to basically demote Cutler here and play McCown, even if Cutler is cleared, the future between Cutler and the Bears would be thrown into complete disarray.
Without question, and this thing has been handled terrifically from the start, and it's handled terrifically in part because Josh McCown is such a genuinely accepting and selfless guy, and he handled the situation while he played incredibly well, surprisingly well to a lot of people, and has just been so eager and willing to help the Bears that he hasn't really taken his personal interests into account, eagerly goes back into the backup role to help Jay Cutler, and they'll move forward without this. Now the question becomes, are they better off for these final three games in a playoff push, starting Cutler over McCown? The Bears feel so, but that debate will circle for a while.
Yeah, and you look at the numbers, and it's hard to deny McCown's productivity. I mean, he's got 13 touchdowns to only 1 interception, and I think above anything else, he's just protected the ball well enough for the Bears to remain in contention without their starting quarterback. And now you just wonder what in the world would happen if they get to halftime Sunday against the Browns and Cutler's 7 of 12 with an interception and the Bears trail.
Right.
And I think Mark Trestman's going to stick with
Right.
Jay no matter what.
Right.
But
it's a long leash.
But everything starts to heat up in that pressure cooker. I mean, it's the season at stake here.
Without question, and there seems to be some worry that if Cutler is indeed rusty, that you've cost yourself a chance to go with the hot hand.
Yeah.
At the same time, the way Josh McCown came in and seamlessly adjusted into this role and kept the offense moving through his 5 starts and 2 relief appearances, that gives you confidence that this offense is built to work no matter who's playing quarterback. And I don't know why there's so much hesitation to believe that Cutler can pick up where he left off, just the way McCown did. And as Jay Cutler said today, he's seen noticeable evolution in this offense, noticeable development in this offense, even in the time he's been out.
Right, and I think that when you zoom out even further and look at the contract picture for Jay Cutler and Josh McCown this offseason, that's where the Bears' leverage comes in, is can they work interchangeably with quarterbacks because of Mark Trestman's mind, because of his playbook, and because of the supporting cast that they have around these guys. I mean, you give any quarterback in the NFL, Brandon Marshall, Alshon Jeffrey, Martellus Bennett, Matt Forte, and an offensive line that is serviceable, you're going to succeed.
The other thing you want to see, as you mentioned the contract, 3 games with a lot at stake in the month of December with a playoff berth and a division title on the line. They're going to learn a lot about Jay Cutler in these 3 weeks, and I think that's exciting for everybody, the quarterback, the coaching staff, the front office.
Yeah, you've got 2 road games. All 3 are cold weather games, and then the home game is against the Packers. I mean, it tees up perfectly for some great storylines. It should be fascinating to watch.
For us as NFL beat writers, we couldn't ask for anything more for Christmas than a team in a division hunt, a team with a quarterback storyline that's hot, and the conversation that will take 3 weeks to discover.
Well, that's because you just haven't seen what I got you yet.
There we go. We'll see you there. Stay with us throughout the rest of the week at ChicagoTribune.com. We'll talk to you later.